I'm willing to bet that a lot of you have probably seen a lot of debates recently. The 2024 election happened about 4 months ago, and people may love the candidate that won, or they may not love the candidate that won. They may regret their vote, or they may like their vote, and they may want to express that through debates. However, when I watch these debates, I notice that some of them are pretty inefficient. Usually when you have a debate, you want to have a productive conversation, you want to get your point across, hear the opposition's point, and then you'll come to a conclusion. However, a lot of these debates, I would see people interrupting each other, insulting each other, or even pivoting the conversation. And this makes a debate completely irrelevant. It wastes your time and it wastes your opponent's time. So today I'm going to be going over these 3 mistakes that a lot of people make during debates that can completely break a debate and make it completely inefficient and a waste of time. And I will explain some of the ways that you can avoid these mistakes to make your debate as productive as possible. Number 1, insulting. Now, I notice that this mistake can happen a lot when people will be losing a debate, and they may start acting out with emotions instead of with logic. When this happens, I usually recommend that you take a step back for a minute, calm down, and then go back so that you can continue to argue with logic. And if you notice your opposition saying this, just be straightforward. Literally just tell them that they are insulting you and that is making the debate inefficient. And a complete waste of time, obviously. And if they don't stop, then I would usually just recommend stopping the debate, because that'll just waste more of your time and more of your opponent's time. However, sometimes you may have a valid motive to keep it going. Like, for example, if you want to make an example out of them of why, insulting your opposition during a debate is a bad idea, that's perfectly fine. But I think besides that, it should just be better to stop the debate completely. Number 2, pivoting. This is another thing that happens when you start noticing that you are losing the debate. You realize that you can't really win the debate, so then you try to turn it onto another debate to avoid that original conversation. For example, if the debate was about Trump's policies and why it's bad, and your opposition is losing, then they may try to bring up Kamala Harris's policies or Joe Biden's policies and bring up why they're bad. So you're talking about why Kamala and Biden are bad instead of Trump. This is a complete pivot, and it should be avoided, because then it usually means that you are losing the debate. Obviously, it's vice versa too. If the debate was about why Kamala and Biden are bad, and your opposition brings up Trump, that's the same thing. If you notice that you're doing this, usually try your best to get back onto the original conversation. And if your opposition is doing this, tell them that they are pivoting and that they need to stop and bring it back to the original conversation. And if they can't do that, then clearly they lost the debate. Finally, interrupting. Now, this one I notice happens the most, and it can be a simple mistake that happens. However, it is one that can be very harmful. The problem with this is that it shifts the focus of the debate from actually having a productive conversation and getting your point across and hearing your opponent's point, to instead wanting to just get your point across without hearing the opponent's point. This is a really bad idea, because then it can make the debate one-sided. You end up not hearing your opponent, and all of a sudden you're just talking about your points. And the thing is, usually with a debate, you would want to be talking about both your points instead of just your point. Or obviously your opposition's point if they are the ones interrupting you. So if you notice that you are the one that's interrupting, then try to avoid that. And if your opponent is interrupting you, then tell them that they are interrupting you and is making the debate very inefficient. And if they don't stop, then I think it would just be best to stop the debate, because again, that would be a waste of time. Now, what's the point of making this video? Well, the point of making this video is acknowledging the fact that a lot of debates are happening now because of the fact that society is really divided, and in trying to find a way to make these debates as efficient as possible. See, the thing is with debates, you can't really prevent them from happening. Even though sometimes it can cause division, it can also cause unity, because sometimes it can show people maybe why their opinion on it is wrong, or maybe it reinforce their opinion and give them more knowledge to use. And that's why we should accept the idea of debates, because the thing is, they have always been used in history, and even though sometimes they can be divisive, like I said, they can also cause unity. And the thing is that it's good, because then that means that it can unite people on a certain topic, even if that person is your opponent. So that's about it for this video. If you have any other ideas on how to make debates more efficient, then feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel, as this is a new channel, and I do think that this video can help some people with debates. However, I do need engagement for it. And besides that, I hope you learned some stuff from this video for debates, and I'll see you next time.